My brother kicked me out of the house I inherited because his wife lied. 3 years later, he cornered me outside my hospital job, shaking, and begged to move back in. I looked him dead in the eye and said no. When I was 22, our grandma left me her old Victorian, big, creaky, and paid off. My brother, his wife, and their 2 kids were broke, so I let them stay 6 months. I worked nights as a nurse and covered every bill. His wife acted like I was the roommate she couldn't stand. She tossed my mail because it was junk. She rearranged my kitchen like she owned it. My shampoo disappeared. My leftovers vanished. When I labeled my food, she complained I was territorial, and my brother told me to stop making problems. Just let it go. The kids were the only bright spot. I did homework at the dining table. I did midnight fever checks. I drove one of them to get stitches when she panicked and froze. Next day, she'd pull them away from me like I was contagious, unless she needed something. At the 6-month mark, I came home after a double shift and she was waiting in the hallway, already screaming. She accused me of stealing cash from her purse and sneaking into their room. Then she shoved her phone in my face, photos of a normal wallet, like wrinkles were evidence. I don't feel safe here. My brother stood behind her and said nothing. That night, he knocked on my door. His voice was flat, like a stranger's. He said I was tearing his family apart. He said he had records and proof. He didn't ask me a single question. You're toxic. Get out. I laughed because it didn't even make sense. It was my house. Then everything slowed down. He didn't sit. He didn't ask. He didn't listen. He just stared past me. Next, he said I'd been stealing for months. Then he said I'd threatened his wife when he wasn't home. After that, he said the kids were scared of me. Finally, he said I wasn't welcome in their lives until I got help. I asked to talk to the kids. He refused. They packed that same night. I watched the children look back at the porch like it was their safe place. His daughter waved at my window. I waved back. Then my brother blocked my number before they even reached her parents' house. I sent letters. They came back unopened. I tried calling from work. He'd hang up the second he heard my voice. He told the family I'd had a breakdown and was dangerous around children. Someone even called my supervisor with concerns. For a while, I walked into family events and conversations literally stopped. I kept my head down and rebuilt anyway. Promotion. New friends who didn't know the story. Therapy where I kept defending the brother who abandoned me. Late nights in that big house, I still heard phantom giggles in the backyard and caught myself buying snacks for kids who weren't coming. Then last month, a coworker showed me a charity housing list for families facing eviction. My brother's name was on it. Behind on rent. 2 weeks left. Kids at risk of foster care. And the kicker? His wife had been fired from multiple jobs for theft. The same woman who swore I was the thief. The next day, he found me in the parking lot, waiting by my car like a ghost. Please, we're family. Just until we save. I kept my keys in my fist. I'm not your safety net. The morning after that, he called from a different number and asked me to meet. He slid an envelope across a coffee shop table, printed emails, his wife writing her sister, right after they moved in, searching my room while I worked nights, taking cash, hiding it, then blaming me, coaching the kids on what to repeat, planning the hallway blow up like it was a script. Either way, she wrote, I win. He told me she tried every excuse first. Out of context. Postpartum. Self-defense. Then she flipped and threatened to accuse him of abuse if he left. Even with proof in his hands, she was still building her next lie. My brother finally looked up, eyes wet and dead at the same time. Can you forgive me? I stood up and pushed the envelope back. Proof doesn't erase what you did. 2 weeks later, he texted me. The kids were in foster care. Like it was my fault. I deleted it. My house is quiet now, but it's not empty. It's peaceful. He made his choice the night he called me toxic in my own home. I made mine the day he begged me for a key back. What would you have done if you were me?